Hi everyone. Are you looking for a home in a neighborhood where you want some space between your neighbors? You want to feel like you're just not right on top of them and that every time you go out in the back lanai or the porch, you're not having people look at you or you look at them. You want to have a place to enjoy. I mean, people come down here in the winter, or maybe you're going to be here year round. You know, the weather tends to be beautiful. You want to be outside, but you want to have that privacy out your back lanai and on the pool. We have many buyers that relocate down here. They don't mind the typical neighborhood. A lot of the new construction, the lots are built where they tend to lay out the developments well. You get space open to the rear, but oftentimes you're a little bit squeezed on the sides. And there's landscaping you can put up to block that, but however, I've got many buyers now that are relocating. They come down from typically the Midwest, maybe upstate New York, and they're from more of a rural area and they're used to having space. I mean, I grew up in a house in Michigan that had 3/4 an acre. So I understand that, and that's the kind of place that I want as well. If you're a buyer looking for a home that has extra large lots and space, then this video is for you. Hi everyone, David Zackos, Zackos Realty and Design, broker and owner. I've been doing real estate now for 19 years, full time. Prior to that, I was a deputy detective here with both Charlotte and Sarasota counties. I'm a relocation expert. I help people from all across the country find homes here locally. It's something I love to do. I served my community as a deputy sheriff, and now I serve my clients and helping them relocate. And part of my philosophy is to share everything I know about communities and help point you in the right direction. I was just out last week with somebody who had never been to the Sarasota Venice area, and they wanted some guidance to help understand the neighborhood. So in this video, I'm going to share 9 different neighborhoods in the greater Venice area where you'll find a home in a neighborhood that has at least 1/4 of an acre, but primarily 3/10 of an acre and larger. And at the end, I have a bonus neighborhood I'm going to throw in there. I'm going to start on the lower side of Venice. I'm going to mention Everly and Wellen Park, jump over to the Plantation, and then we'll talk about Lake of the Woods, Chestnut Creek, Manasota Gardens, Venice Acres, Venice Golf View, Venetian Golf and River Club, and then I'll wrap up with Calusa Lakes before that bonus. All right, so let's jump in. For each of these neighborhoods, I'm going to mention brief facts about the neighborhood. I want you to get an idea of the size of the lots for that particular neighborhood, the age of the homes, average size of the homes, and the price point you should expect. Let's start with Everly. It's a new neighborhood at the southeast section of Wellen Park. It's a luxury neighborhood. The homes are large, 3 and 4 bedroom, 3+ baths. They're on a minimum of 3/10 of an acre. The homes are going to be 3,000, 4,000 square foot living typically with a 3-car garage. Price points here start about 1.3 and they go up to 2.5. Now this is a new construction neighborhood. They started selling there in 2024. There's new construction this year, 2026, and possibly beyond. The next neighborhood I'm going to mention is a Plantation, not the overall Plantation, but I'm going to call out a couple specific neighborhoods like the Bermuda Club, Plantation Woods, and the Reserves. Here you're going to have lot sizes 3/10 of an acre to just over 1/2 an acre. Homes in these neighborhoods tend to be older because this was built in the 1980s and 90s. You're going to see 3 and 4 bedroom homes with 2+ baths, starting at 1,900 square feet, going up to about 3,500 square feet. Price points in these neighborhoods are going to be from the 500s all the way up to 1.3. If you find a home that's been renovated, has spectacular view, maybe on the golf course or open water, it's a great neighborhood, great proximity to Venice. All right, the next neighborhood I'm going to mention is Lake of the Woods. This is a more modest neighborhood. Some of the lot sizes in this neighborhood are going to be slightly under that 1/4 acre. You may find 0.22, but there's a lot of home sites in here that are 3/10 or 4/10 of an acre. So I want you to put this on your radar if you're looking for that type of space. The homes are built in the 90s. Many of them are 3.2s, 3.3s, 2-car garages, and the prices here are very reasonable. They start in the 400s. Just up the road from here is Chestnut Creek, and I'm going to specifically talk about the estates and the manors. Now, Chestnut Creek is a large neighborhood. There's many other smaller homes and villas in Chestnut Creek, but I'm going to speak about the estates and the manors. This is at the very northern portion of the neighborhood. The streets are very private. There tends to be extra little cul-de-sac. You have 1/4 of an acre on the small side. Many of them are 3/10 of an acre up to 1/2 acre. Homes in here were also built in the 80s and 90s, 3 2s to 4 3s. And you have private pools. Because back in that day when they built a home, pools were very affordable, so people often added a pool. So what you have to look for in this neighborhood is a renovated home. Those are going to be in the price points high 5s to 6s, but you can get into this neighborhood in the 300s. So a home may need a little bit of work. From there, I'm going to jump all the way south, and I'm actually just going to go south, just south of Venice, into an area close to Manasota Beach, and this is going to be Manasota Gardens. And around Manasota Gardens, there's a couple other neighborhoods that also fit the same criteria, but the lot sizes here are going to be very generous. So if you're looking for a half acre, maybe 3/4 of an acre, this might be the neighborhood for you. It's going to be a little quieter here, a little more removed from Venice. You can be to Manasota Beach if you like to go to the beach within a matter of minutes. You can be up in Venice in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. The homes in these neighborhoods were built in the 70s, 80s, 90s, so take that in consideration. Back in that era, there was no hurricane protection that was required. Are you starting to see, a lot of these homes retrofitted, but you may find a home that is still one of these original homes. Lots are very private, they're wooded. You are going to find smaller homes, 1,200 square feet and up to about 3,000 square feet. Homes are very reasonable, priced in the 300s, up to about $1 million. What's a common thread you'll see in some of these larger lots is that you may have a home with an extra detached garage or a workshop, and that's pretty common in this area. And that holds true to the next neighborhood I'm going to talk about is Venice Acres. Venice Acres is really in the heart of Venice now. When it was first established in the 80s, it was what you would say North Venice or out there, but right now it's really in the heart of Venice. All the lots are over an acre, with the majority of them being just over an acre, like 1.1 to 1.2, 1.3, but you can have lots as large as 3 acres in this neighborhood of Venice Acres. A family-friendly neighborhood, I would say. Many people have modest homes, 3 2s, 1,900 square feet, but you can also find a large stately home with a 5-bedroom, 5-bath home. Prices start in the 500s and go up to about the 900s. Many homes in this neighborhood, I'm going to say probably vast majority have not been updated yet. So if that's something that you're good at or you want to take on as a project, this could be a place for you where you have that extra large lot, you could have that workshop, you could have that extra garage to tinker on your projects, and you're going to be a very reasonable price to get that size property in its proximity to historic and Venice beaches. All right, from there, we're going to go straight west, right down Venice Avenue, all the way to Venice Gulf. Venice Gulf View is located on Venice Island. It's really the central to the north side of the island and west of harbor. You're going to see 3/10 of an acre to a half acre home sites right here in the heart of Venice. I mean, you can throw a stone to historic Venice and you can be at the beach in a matter of probably a half a mile or less. The original homes in this area typically tended to be smaller, built in the 50s and 60s. You had many 2-bedroom, 2-bath cottages. But in this area now, you're seeing a lot of new construction. I called out this neighborhood and adjacent neighborhood in a previous video if you want to check that out. Many of these older homes are being torn down and many new construction homes are taking place here. Within the last 5 years, you've got a lot of new homes, but you can find that small beach cottage. Right now, I think there's one on the market that's in the 600s, and then you can find a vast variety of different new construction homes. You see British West Indies, you see modern style homes, you see Key West style homes. Very elite luxury homes are going into this area. You can find homes from the 600s all the way up to 2.5 million. All right, let me jump from there up north Venice to Venetian Golf and River Club. Not all of the club is estate type homes, but you do have certain sections that have a 3.5 acre lots. These homes were built in the early 2000s. The homes are larger, 2,000 square feet to over 5,000 square feet of living. And you're going to find homes, 3, 4, and 5-bedroom homes in this area. Most of the time, they're going to have 3-car garages. They're going to be on the golf course, or they're going to be overlooking water, overlooking preserves. And you'll find homes in this area for 800 to 2 million. Nice feature about this neighborhood, it feels very private, feels remote, but you have a lot of nature around. And people that like nature, it connects to nature trails, and it's very sought after. All right, from there, I'm going to jump down to Calusa Lakes. This is technically not in Venice, but it's just north of Venice in Nokomis. It's a golf community that when it was established back in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, it really was an elite, upscale golf community. Golf is not required for homeowners in this neighborhood. You'll find homes 1.5 an acre, many of them with water views, many of them with golf course views. There is one section of Calusa Lakes where you have a community pool, but most of Calusa Lakes, there's no community pool. You do have private pools on many of the homes. Homes are probably start around 1,800 square feet and go up to over 4,000 square feet. This neighborhood is trending toward that upscale again. I feel what you used to see in this neighborhood was a lot of older clientele. They have since moved on, but their homes weren't upkept. So now you have new people coming in, buying them, doing gut renovations, really taking elite, quiet, peaceful neighborhood and doing something special with it. So I really like this neighborhood. I think it's worth checking out. And you can get some of these older homes in the 500s, and you can find a renovated home up to 1.3. All right, now I'm going to throw in that bonus neighborhood, and I'm going to call Talon Preserve our number 10 bonus neighborhood. It's not technically in Venice, but it's right there. And I've added this because many people don't know this, but Talon Preserve was originally plotted by the developer to have many more home sites than they were permitted to have. So they had to kind of scramble and refigure. And so what they did was they created a Premier Series lot. So these are larger lots that you're not going to see in a normal Pulte neighborhood. They're going to be a 76 feet minimum width. Many of them are 80 feet or even a little bit more. They're typically going to be 0.24, a quarter an acre, up to 0.35 of an acre. And they're going to have very nice backdrops, preserves, lakes, nature to the rear. And so this is something that's kind of unique to Talon Preserve. That's not part of any of their other Pulte neighborhoods like Beach Walk or Island Walk, Village Walk, and the like. These lots are larger. Echelon Series homes are on these lots. So you're going to be larger homes, 2,000 square feet and larger, 3 and 4 bedrooms, typically 3 baths and 3 car garages. Prices start for these series homes. Most of them are sold out now. There may be 1 or 2 left, but you can find resales in this neighborhood starting in the high 700s and going up to 1.5. Well, I hope you have enjoyed watching this. I look forward to any comments or feedback that you have. If you have any questions at all about any of the neighborhoods I mentioned or any specific home in these neighborhoods, I welcome your call or your email or your inquiry. I thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care.